Hello and welcome. I am Gimba Umar. Tonight, emotions flow as 82 Chibok girls recently freed from Boko Haram captivity reunite with their parents in Abuja. Federal government renamed university after General Adebayo as the former military governor of old western Nigeria is buried. Benue State government decried loss of 500 million naira in revenue, accuses police squad of harassing revenue collection agents as police give reason for action. Hassan Rouhani, re-elected as Iranian president, says the victory is a rejection of extremism.
On Business News tonight, ahead of CBN MPC third meeting of the year next week, Monday, analysts forecast key monetary parameters to remain at current levels.
And on sports news tonight, Manchester City, Liverpool and Arsenal battle for the remaining two Champions League places as Premier League season ends tomorrow.
We'll begin tonight in the nation's capital, Abuja, where tears of joy flowed freely today as the 82 Chibok schoolgirls freed from Boko Haram captivity 2 weeks ago finally reunited with their families. The Chibok parents, overwhelmed with joy and disbelief, embraced their daughters for the first time in 3 years. 21 of the girls who were freed last year were also on hand to meet with their schoolmates amidst excitement never experienced in the past 3 years. Our correspondent Gloria Mezweke reports.
At first, it was loud music blaring. The girls tirelessly danced. After nearly an hour, the 82 Chibok girls recently released, after negotiations by the federal government, met with the first batch released in October 2016. When the euphoria subsided, the girls gathered in clusters in another wait, while others preoccupied themselves with more music. The sight of luxurious buses announced the arrival of their parents, and before long, the families were consumed with emotion. They clutched their daughters, wailing, some in disbelief, as tears streamed down their faces. One small group sank to their knees, thanking God. More parents huddled together in fervent prayers. Bulus Wata, who confirmed that his daughter had been missing since April 2014, could not contain his happiness and prayed for the president's recovery.
My daughter is so sound. It's sound well. I thank God. We thank God. We are so excited. I saw everything. I was there when the kidnap took place. I was at Chibok. But today, I thank God. I thank God. My daughter is alive. Sound alive. I thank God. President Muhammad Buhari, I learned that he's not okay. That God that delivered my daughter, through him, the same God will give him quick relief.
I wasn't believing in the first instance until I saw it over the media in the television.
When the atmosphere became calm, an official of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development gave more assurances.
It's possible to intensify negotiation, particularly for the release of the remaining. A total of 106 thus far. We believe that others will also come to join in due course. Let's intensify our prayers. Negotiation will be concluded and the others will come.
This month's release is the largest rescue operation since the 276 Chibok schoolgirls were abducted from the hostels in April 2014.
It is indeed an emotional reunion, and the tears have not stopped. It was a fortnight ago that these parents felt any sense of relief from their 3 years of trauma, now giving other parents some hope that their own children would someday return. Gloria Umezoke, Channels Television News.
The federal government has renamed the Federal University Oye-Ekiti after former governor of the Old Western Region, retired Major General Adebayo. At the funeral service for the late Army General, which held at the All Saints Anglican Church in Enyi-Ekiti, the acting president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, described him as a man of peace whose contribution to nation building cannot be ignored. 5 state governors were among prominent Nigerians who attended the service.
It's a solemn assembly here as the Adebayo family are joined by the acting president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, and other notable Nigerians at the All Saints Anglican Church, Ekiti State, for the funeral service of the governor of the defunct Western Region, retired Major General Robert Adeyinka Adebayo. The Bible reading and exhortation from the presiding priest follows.
It is given unto every man how many times to die? Once. And it's our hope that everybody here will learn to know that wherever you are in life, do the best you can do for the community you are in.
In a eulogy to the departed soul, the acting president described him as a man of peace who fulfilled his role in nation building. As a result, the Federal University in the state was given a new name to immortalize the elder statesman.
We can never thank the late general enough for his service and sacrifice to the nation. One must also not take for granted the labor of this redoubtable hero. Indeed, we owe him a duty to continue to pursue the values which his iconic life represented. It is for this reason that the federal government of Nigeria has decided, in recognition of his service to Nigeria, to rename the Federal University in Ekiti the Adeyinka Adebayo Federal University.
A word of thanks from the family, which is delivered by his son, the former governor of Ekiti State, Ni Adebayo.
On behalf of our family, we say a very, very big thank you to Mr. President, Mr. Acting President, indeed the entire government, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for the honor that has been done to our father today.
Soon after, a procession from the church through the town of Enyi-Ekiti, led by pallbearers, brings the body to his country home. A short reading by the graveside from the clergy signals the final rites. A citation by the military and a gun salute in the departed's honor were all parts of the celebration of his life. About 2:40 p.m., the remains are interred. Retired Major Adebayo was the governor of the Old Western region from 1966 to 1971. He was also a chief of staff of the Nigerian Army and commandant of the Nigerian Defense Academy. Major General Adebayo was born in 1928 and died on March 8, 2017, a day to his 89th birthday.
An officer and a gentleman, and he will be greatly missed. For 10 years, residents of the Federal Capital Territory have longed for the completion of the Abuja Light Rail project, as many believe that the project will help reduce road traffic congestion in Abuja city. But the announcement of a possible completion date by the authority during the week is generating mixed feelings, especially amongst commercial bus drivers who say that the projects, when completed, will push them out of business. This next report examines the light rail project and what residents think about it.
The Abuja Light Rail project covers a distance of 280 kilometers, linking some of the satellite towns in the Federal Capital Territory. The project was conceived 10 years ago to, among other things, address the challenges of the huge vehicular traffic in the Federal Capital City through neighboring states and towns. According to the FCT authority, the $840 million project is already 90% completed. At this news conference during the week, the Federal Capital Territory Administration says the light rail project will be fully completed in October 2017, as several financial disbursements have been made to that effect.
Within these 2 quarters, under the statutory budget, the sum of 7.009 billion naira had been released to the contractor for this project, the light rail development within Abuja. More than 90% of the payment of the first phase have been made. I would like to say that actually we have almost finished the issue of the first phase.
On the streets of Abuja, however, the announcement of the rail project completion in October is generating mixed feelings.
In the morning hours, people from Maraba and Gwagwalada coming into town, they find it very difficult. So if we have a working railway system, it will reduce the level of hold up, go slow, it will reduce it.
There's about to put railway from here to Lagos. From here to anywhere, Five John, Patakot, all these things. From between town here, Maraba here, if they put railway, which means they want Hungary to kill us. So then they don't want our investment, they don't want the car to be, they don't want we driver to progress.
The FCT residents are suffering because before you come out in the morning, you wait for a vehicle, and that vehicle takes a long time to come. But when you talk about the rail system, there are design areas where they will stop. If you are going out by 6 o'clock, you know you are going to catch a train. So also when you are coming back, it will ease a lot of transport system in FCT.
The ever-growing city of Abuja, originally designed for 1 million people, currently has more than 3 million inhabitants, making it the 4th largest metropolitan city in Nigeria after Lagos, Kano and Ibadan. Successive administrations have come up with different ideas to address the transportation needs of the city, including the purchase of commercial buses to transport workers from satellite towns to the city center.
In part 2, after the break, our special report looks at the challenges of refuse disposal in parts of Edo State's capital, Benin City. Stay with us.